Jennifer Priest here to share with you how to use objects like stick pins to create a stenciled image. So here I have my Sizzix Eclipse 2 and I'm working in the Ecal Light software to create a butterfly template so that I can stencil onto my piece of 6x6 foam. Now I'm using a 6x6 piece of smooth foam and I want to make sure that my butterfly will fit within that 6x6 border. So I've put it on the mat and made sure that it's the right size, and then I'm going to cut it out of some heavy cardstock. So I chose cardstock H and set to cutting that out. So here you can see my DIY stencil. You're also going to need some ink. I have a pigment ink cue from ClearSnap here, a foam sheet that's painted with acrylic paint, pins, and some embellishments. You'll also need the Sizzix Eclipse 2 like I just showed you, a craft knife, spray paint, letter stamps, and a strip of fabric. Now the acrylic paint, you're just going to use that to prime the foam. So you'll want to let that dry ahead of time. Now using the craft knife, cut the foam in half. This was a 6x12 sheet, so I just needed a 6x6 piece. I broke it off and I wanted those broken edges. Then I used a pigment ink pad from ClearSnap to ink the edges and give it a little bit of color. Next, I used the positive image and pinned that in place with some push pins so that I could position my stencil onto the blank canvas. Then I used push pins to hold my paper stencil in place. Next, I added my stick pins. Now, if you're doing buttons or sequins or whatever it is that you want to put in the middle of your stencil, that whatever you want to make a shape out of, you'll use those. And so here I have 500 stick pins. This took me about half an hour to do, and I just pushed them all into my foam, and then I tore away my template. Then I spray painted everything gold. I had to go do that out in the garage. Let that dry, and now I'm adding some butterflies that I cut out of paper, curling the edges with a paintbrush and using some black stick pins to stick those in between all of my gold stick pins. Then I have a little strip of ripped fabric and I stamped "Look Deeper," which is my meaningful phrase for 2015, and I pinned that on, and that's it. There's no adhesive used on this whatsoever, and the words "look deeper" have this double meaning because if you look at this straight on, it looks just like a butterfly, but from the side you see that it's made up of lots of little things. So I hope this inspires you to use your Sizzix Eclipse 2 in an interesting way and consider stenciling with something other than paint. Hit that subscribe button here at the end, and I hope to see you here at Hydrangea Hippo again soon. Bye!